My soul is not one that's light and fluffy, nor is it all serious and stuffy. My soul is one of deep thought and feelings, my heart and mind consumed with its dealings. When I say I don't care, I actually care too much, often about lives mine will never actually touch. I'm not meant to go through this life all carefree and breezy. No, my soul will not allow me to get off that easy. Instead, I must see everyone and feel everything, and somehow I must cope with the heaviness that can bring. I'm no longer at war with myself, as I've accepted my role, because I've come to realize that the world needs more deep, feeling souls. That's Lauren Dykovitz. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. We're going to be creating in this little mold right here today. And it's a little stained in there from prior uses because I've been having so much fun with this mold. Now, I did order me some more, and they haven't came in yet, but I have ordered me some more. But I wanted to share this piece with you all today since I just can't quit making them, you guys, and people just love them. And this was just a total accident one day that I stumbled upon making this piece. And now I can't quit making them. So I just want to share that with you all. And I do have a name for this little pendant here. And it's, I call it, Jesus Healed the Hole in My Heart. But we're going to be using a little inlay in here. And it's going to be this one right here. And we're going to place a little bit of resin down in here. And we're going to let it get real sticky. And then we're going to go ahead and place our little inlay down in there like that. And then we'll go ahead and do our little pour in it. But we do want the inlay hanging out of it. We want it to be hanging out like that because when we do our pour in there and we pull it out, we want it to be a hole left in it. Okay? So that's why we want to leave it hanging out of the inlay like that because we want that hole to be in there. And I also want to share this with you all. I got these little inlays on Temu. Yes, on Temu. And look at every one of the pieces it came with, you guys. Would you look at that? I'm not done yet, y'all. I'm not done yet. Isn't that cute? And what I love about these inlays, you get all these little fun sizes. But I've had these for a while now, you guys. But I'm going to look and see if I can locate these on Temu in case anybody's interested. And if I do find them, I'll put the link in my description box for anyone who's interested. Okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my resin mixed up, and then we're going to get started. Y'all ready? All right. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my resin here, and I'm using the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. And I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol into my mold. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of resin in there just to give it a little bit of coat in the mold. Not much, just a little. And now I'm going to check it for bubbles. There's a few little tiny ones. We want to make sure none of them's hanging on to the mold. Just nudge them and they'll come on to the top, and then we can get rid of them when they get up there. Okay. Let's see if we can make this little perfume shaker mold. Isn't it cute? I think for the heart in the center, we'll do this glitter right here. And then for the outside, we'll see if we can fill it up with that glitter right there. So I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the mold. Shake out the excess. And then I'm going to fill up that little heart in the center there with this pretty white glitter. And then we'll go around the edges with this one. Now let's do the little spray pump in that one too, where the glitter, the perfume sprays out of. It's sitting up a little bit. I'm probably going to have to put something on it to weigh it down. I tell you, the way Temu packages their stuff is just crazy. We'll let that cure a little bit, and then we'll go in with a different color for the back. Okay. I gotta find something to set on that, because it keeps coming up. Let me see. I wonder if that will do it. Yeah, there we go. Put a little bit more in there. Okay. We'll get our little mold out. And we'll spritz some alcohol in it. And we have a little bit left over. So let's just put it on in there. And I will meet y'all back when it's time to do the second layer. See you later. Okay, we are back, and I'm going to be using the navy blue alcohol ink by Mod Podge for our pendant here. I think that's going to be a pretty color. Okay, so our resin down in there is ready. See how much is down in there? I didn't fill it up. I just put a little bit down in there. Just enough to maybe have enough for this to set down on top of it. So we're going to go ahead and place our inlay down into our piece. Right like that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and pour our resin in. But before that, I'm going to spritz the alcohol in there to help with the bubbles. Okay, now let's go ahead and pour. And I'm going to stop right there. And get my sinker white out too. Get it shaken up. Alright, let's go ahead and put some of our navy blue alcohol ink in. All right, now we're going to go ahead and drop our sinker white in to sink our ink. And that'll come off right there. It's just a little bit of resin cured on the top of that. There we go. Now we're going to drop our sinker white in, and this is Let's Resin's sinker white. This is what I'm using right here for my sinker. I need to get some more because there's just a teensy weensy bit left in here. And that's all I got left. But I'm on the fence of which one I want to get next. I don't know if I want to buy that again or try something different. All right, let's go ahead and drop our sinker white in. And I didn't count it. I'm not sure how many drops I put in there because my hand got to going and I put too many in. I put more in than I wanted to, put it that way. I have a heavy hand and I tend to do that. All right, let's go ahead and pour our resin over that. And get our mold filled up. All right, that looks good. All right. I'm just going to put that to the side and we're going to let that cure. Now, we need to go ahead and take this little inlay off the top there where it was holding that down. And now we need to fill up our shaker with a color. What do y'all think would be a good choice? Let me get something right quick. Okay, I picked out a color. Let's use my Electric Blue by Baltic Day. This is a pigment paste. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit down in the cup here because we're only going to need just a little bit. Not a lot. Because we don't have much to fill on that bottle. Put a little bit more. And I don't use the, you can screw this off right here and squirt it out, but I don't like to do that. I like to just open the bottle because it doesn't take but a little bitty bit. And I just take my little stick here and I get a little bit on my stick like that. Swish it around in my resin. Get it off of my stick. And I reuse my sticks, so I'm just going to clean that off. And now, let's get it stirred up. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this blue. Love it. And let's put a little bit of the crushed crystal in it. Just a little bit. Don't take much of that stuff. And that's it right there. That's what I just used. Get it stirred up. All right, now that's ready. We're going to let that sit there and degas for about 5 minutes. And let's go ahead and demold our little turtles here. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that turned out. Oh, it's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's a pretty glitter right there. Pretty glitter. So beautiful. What do y'all think about that glitter? Oh, look at that one. Now, this is one of my favorite glitters right here. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I think these turned out so cute. And we're going to be making some earrings out of these. And I'm going to go ahead and make one more of each because I have an idea. Okay, while these are sitting and degassing a little bit, that's the same glitters that these are, and I'm going to make one more turtle of each. Let's go ahead and pour this. I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol. And I'm just going to hit that with a heat gun. And now we're going to go ahead and pour it in there. That's going to be a cute shaker. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. See where we're at. We don't need any more over there. I'm going to use a heat gun, pop any surface bubbles. All right, and we're going to leave that right like that. Okay, let's get our little turtles here. I'm going to spritz the mold with some alcohol. And we're going to make one more of each. All right. I'm going to take my little silicone tip tool here, and I'm just going to run it right where his little feet are at. Make sure there's no bubbles hiding in there. Show you how I'm doing that. Just taking that point tip right there and running it right through his feet, right through his head, and right through his little tail. Now I'm going to clean my tool off, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other turtle. Okay, now I'm going to use my heat gun and pop any surface bubbles. Spritz a little alcohol, and then I will meet you back. Let me move these out of the way. I will meet you back when it's time to demold. And we're going to go ahead and put these in our mold for the giveaway. Here it is. I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the mold. And then I'm going to go ahead and get our extras placed in it. Okay, are y'all ready to demold our heart here? And then our little shaker mold. Well, our shaker piece. All right, let's get our heart out of there. Turn it around. Oh, it's got a lot going on inside of there. It's hard to see it though because the blue's so dark. Let's go ahead and get our inlay out. I'm just going to wiggle it from one side to the other until I get it loose enough. I don't want to rip it out of there. I don't want to tear my inlay. Okay, there's our inlay. And it's real easy to clean it up. If you'll just take your alcohol and spritz it on there. See how clean it's coming? Now, I don't know if it'll stain my inlay or not. I've never had one stain before, but it looks like this one might be the first. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if that's going to come off or not. Yeah, I might have stained that inlay. Yeah, it's okay. It's no big deal. It still works. But that's how you clean it up. All right. Now, you see there's a hole in our heart right there. Okay, we're going to take the back and I'm going to use my little snippers. Okay, I got my little snippers here. Now what we're going to do is we need to make the back flat and flush as we can. So I'm just going to go around and clean this up. Clean this area up here. Make sure it's nice and flat. Because we need to close this hole up right here. And how we're going to do that is with UV resin. Okay, I'll take a little bit more off right here, over here. All right, now how we're going to tell if it's pretty flat is I've cut out a heart already with acetate, my acetate sheet. And I may need to make some adjustments to it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a few adjustments here. Take a little bit off the bottom. And a little bit off through here. Okay. That looks good right there. And then I have my pieces here that I want to fill my heart up with. So now we have that fit, so we know that's going to work. So let's go ahead and fill our heart up inside. Now I want to make sure it's nice and clean on the inside of there. So I'm going to take a little Q-tip here with some alcohol on it and run it through there. Make sure I got all those little bits and pieces out of there, blue, that I was cutting off. I see a few that's hanging on in there. Okay, now we're going to take our little pieces here that I've picked out to go inside my heart. Now, here is my little Jesus fish. Whoops. And I'm going to put it inside there because Jesus healed the hole in my heart. Then I'm going to take a cross here and I'm going to put it inside of there as well. And then I want to put some of these in there. And I'm just going to throw in a few blue ones because it's a blue heart. Now I'm just going to put my finger right here and see if I'm happy with how it looks. And I think I put too many of the stones in there. Take a few of them out. Okay, now I'm happy with how that looks in there. Because I want it to shake around and move in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little piece of acetate sheet here and I'm going to peel off that piece. It looks like I got something on it. Let me clean it off right quick. Okay. Now I'm going to set it right there. I'm going to take my Let's Resin UV resin and I'm going to put some around here. And now I'm going to take, I didn't fill the heart up with the UV resin. I just put a little bit. And now I'm going to place that down there like that. Take my little stick here, scoot it over just a little bit. Make sure it catches on. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and cure it. And while that's curing, we'll go ahead and demold our little shaker mold. Shaker mold, our little shaker casting. I keep saying shaker mold. We made a shaker out of a mold. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, I just noticed. How come I'm not noticing that on the mold? Like, where is that at on there? Oh, I see it. That line right there that's going across down there. It's right here, and it gives you the ability to make this out of an oil shaker. See, you go ahead and put your acetate sheet on there, and then you take your little needle and you fill it up, and then you take a dab of UV resin and close it up. But we're going to be making a dry shaker, so we don't have to worry about that. And I have some pieces here I want to put in our dry shaker. I'm going to put a few of these little balls. Whoops. Then I want to put some of these little diamonds in here. Just get a scoop of stuff out of there. And then some of these little water beads. They're not water beads, but they're just little beads that look like water. So I call them water beads. Okay. Now let's put a few of these little tiny bows in there. Stuff sticking to my gloves. All right, now I'm going to cut a piece of acetate sheet, and then we'll go ahead and close that up. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, that's ready. Now we're going to go ahead and fill the whole heart up with the UV resin. I'm going to start in the center. And work my way out. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to make sure I have it to the edges. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and cure it. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of acetate sheet for that. Okay. And there it is. Jesus filled the hole in my heart. And it's so beautiful. And there's the back. And now we need to take a little pendant here, a little bell, not a pendant, a bell. I'm just going to pick out this one right here. And I'm just going to glue it right there. Let me see. Let me pick out a little bit bigger one. I'm going to get my liquid fusion here. And just put a little bit on the back of it. All right, I'm going to let that dry. Set it over there and let it dry. And then let's work on, I've never done a shaker like this before that's got the hole made out for that. So let's give it a try, y'all. I might fail at this, but I'm going to give it a go. All right, I'm going to peel off my little paper there. And I'm going to go ahead and drop some of this UV resin around the edge. Put my little film on there. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. All right, I'm going to take it up. Now I'm going to go on the top. And I'm going to cover the top of the shaker. I'm just making sure I have enough UV resin on the top. All right, we'll go ahead and cure it up. I'm going to hold it from a distance at first so I don't burn the top of the resin because I put quite a bit on there. So I hold it away from it for just a few seconds. And now I'm going to go ahead and put it down on it. I'll meet you back when it's cured. Okay. There it is. And it looks good. If I could keep it in my hands. Turned out super cute. All right. I'm going to go right up here. And I'm going to make me a little hole. Then I'm going to take my little screw. Screw it in there. I should have put a little bit of glue on it, but I forgot. Okay, and there it is. Now we can make it out of a keychain. Okay, there's our keychain. Turned out super cute. I love it. Oh, and I wanted to show you all my necklace that I made me. It's right here. It's so beautiful. I love it. And I get so many compliments on it when I wear it. But I haven't made, I've only made 3 so far. So, I have 2 phone numbers of ladies that are wanting one. But let me know if you all are interested, and I will put maybe a few of them in my shop. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till that dries, and then we'll put a little necklace around it. Okay, you guys, I have finished with our piece here, our pendant, and it turned out so beautiful. I think it is so pretty, and I'm going to give you a little close-up of it. Try to shake it so you can see the cross in there too. And the crystal look on the edges. It's turned out so pretty. And I've already sold several of these. I'm going to put some in my shop downtown. I got the little thing crooked on the back there, but I'm going to keep this one for myself because I forgot to add the other diamonds to it. I'm so mad at myself for that because they really do make a difference. Let me show you. I get these from my local Hobby Lobby store, and they are so beautiful and T90. I mean, I don't even want to reach in there and get one of them out. That's how tiny they are. But look how they just dance around. So beautiful. And then I just put like a little pinch of these in there. And then I also put these in there, and I forgot these as well. Aren't those gorgeous? Now these are a little bit bigger. I can reach in and show you guys some of those. But these I get these from Hobby Lobby too, and they're not real cheap. There's probably about 5 or 6 packs in here, but I just love them. And every time I would catch them on sale, I would pick up a pack of them and just chunk them in here. But they're beautiful. I love them. And if you, I don't know what a real diamond looks like from a fake one, but those right there look real to me. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. But let me know what you guys think about this and if you would like to see some of these in my shop. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you on Monday. I hope everyone has a blessed weekend. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.